Welcome to this tutorial. During the next couple of minutes, I will show you how the user interface of Allplan is structured and how the action bar works. Let's start with the title bar. Here you can access some important functions. For example, can you click the Allplan symbol to access your most recently used projects. The next button opens up the dialog New Project, Open Project, where you can administer your projects and create new ones. Up next is the dialog Open on a project-specific basis, which lets you access all drawing files used in the current project. Furthermore, you can access the viewing options via the View and Hide menu. In this menu, you can change the viewport settings. For example, you can enable 1 or 3 viewports together. Here, you can access the general user options, where you can change the background of your viewports and other settings. In the center of the title bar, you can see which Allplan version you are using, the name of the current project, and the name and location of the active drawing file. Let's now have a look at the action bar highlighted on the screen. The action bar is divided into roles, such as architecture, engineering, or drafting. Each of those roles is further divided into tasks, for example, elements, finish, or modeling. Each task has two parts, one changeable part in blue and a fixed part highlighted in gray. The blue part contains functions to create elements, for example, walls. The gray part holds functions to alter those elements in different ways. Double-clicking the colored strip on the bottom of the action bar will expand the click task area. Holding Ctrl and double-clicking the strip will expand all task areas. I will now show you how to modify the action bar according to your own needs. First, you need to select the role and task you want to modify. Then, simply drag and drop the function from the tool area to the desired location. You can add single functions or entire groups. Under the Manage tab, you can export, delete, or import roles. You can also reset the action bar to get to the default settings. Let's now focus briefly on the drawing area. This area consists of viewports. Each of those has a toolbar to adjust the view. Check out the video Drawing Area to learn more about it. Up next, the dialog bar. Here, Allplan will communicate with you. If you activate the tool line, for example, Allplan will ask for a starting point and so on. Right below the dialog bar is the status bar. Here you can see, for example, the currently used country code. You can also see and change the current drawing type, scale, units, and the orientation of your crosshairs. For example, can you change its orientation to match 45 degrees to make selections easier? Finally, you can see the utilization of memory on the current drawing file. This value should stay below 10% for best performance. Moving on, let's talk about the palettes on the left side. You have palettes like Properties, Wizards, Library, or Objects. Each of those palettes can be attached freely to any part of the Allplan application window. For example, can I drag the Planes palette to the right and have it hide automatically when I don't need it? Attaching it back to the rest of the palettes is as easy as just dragging it on top. If I use two screens, I can even put all my palettes onto the second screen like that. If you accidentally close one of them, just right-click into the action bar area and click one of those menu points. Here you can also make further adjustments to your interface. For example, can you switch if your fixed task areas should be on the left or right, change the behavior of flyout menus, and customize shortcuts in the Customize tab. Last but not least, you can import and export your current settings to use on another computer or just have it to restore it after a fresh install. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped you to get started with Allplan. For more training material, visit campus.allplan.com.